Sometimes, the places that change you the most are the ones you've dreamed of forever, yet could never truly be ready for. One leap away from a life that feels more precious, one moment away from seeing the world differently, one place that reminds you of what it means to truly live. I've dreamed of this place for as long as I can remember. Moorea, this tiny island in the middle of the Pacific, always felt like something out of an unrealistic dream. A place where the mountains rise from the ocean, where the whales glide through the water, where the people live not just with nature, but because of it. Nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to experience. No place has ever made me feel more alive. But let's start in the beginning. Beginning of last year, our friends Sarah and Gavin asked if we want to go to French Polynesia. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of diving with whales, and this trip was finally my chance to make it a reality. So we picked up all our friends and didn't waste any time.
Let's go find some whales!
On our first day, we already hopped onto a boat to search for whales. And it was clear the next 2 weeks are gonna be nothing but pure magic. I never thought we'd be that lucky on our first dive. We found 5 different whales and their calves to play with us for hours. But that was just the start. We didn't know that the most magical days were still ahead. The next day, we got to meet Temoana, a local that holds Moorea close to his heart.
The ocean is our temple. This is where we go out to clear the minds, clear the hearts. So we always go in the ocean with reverence. And you see when you go in the water, just from above, they make you feel so much. But when you're in the water, they give everybody so much love. For me, the whales, they bring people together. And I think if everybody comes and swim with whales, the world will be a more beautiful place.
And that day, we had the most magical experience. We didn't find a lot of whales, but the one we did shook us all to the core. We were in the water with a mother and her calf, moving slowly, waiting, earning their trust, letting them decide. And then something changed. The ocean felt different, filled with something unspoken. Trust, curiosity, love. The mother and calf began to mirror us, to play with us, to dance with us. For a moment, we weren't just visitors. We were part of something bigger. We danced together in the deep for hours, and none of us could hold back our tears. It was pure, raw, unreal. For a moment, we were speaking the same language.
Wow, that was a magical moment.
Experience that with you guys.
Bro,
Such a magical moment.
that was insane.
The other times were like intense. This was just like
Chill.
pure love.
Yeah, fully.
Like, you felt the love.
Some moments change you. That day in the ocean with Temoana and the whales was one of them. The kind of experience that shakes something deep inside you, that reminds you how small you are, yet how connected you can be. But what made this trip even more special wasn't the encounters with nature, it was the people. Temoana, he welcomed us like family. We met his baby nephew.
We're gonna take baby for the first time to see the whales. He's 2 years old.
Mate, that's insane.
We got to take him on his very first whale dive. Watching his tiny body float in the vast blue, I realized something. We are all still just kids inside. Moorea brought that out of us.
Mate, whale action is going crazy today. Madness! Yes, boy!
We played like we hadn't in years. We ran barefoot in the rain, like we did when we were little, covered ourselves in mud just because it felt right. We let go of everything that made us feel like we had to be grown-ups and just were. And that's the thing about nature. It doesn't ask you to be anything other than yourself. It strips away the noise, the pressure, the expectations. Out here, you don't need to prove anything. You just need to exist. Temoana showed us what that truly means. One morning, he took us out on the boat again. This time, not just to swim, but to give back. We made offerings to the ocean, a simple but powerful gesture.
Every time we go on the ocean, it's a place of birth of life. It's also a place that can take your life. And the flowers and offerings, they help to build that link between us and this world.
And as if the ocean itself accepted our offering, that day gave us something we could have never expected. We swam with stingrays, their wings cutting through the water like something out of a dream. And sharks, just gliding by, moving so smoothly, it felt like they were a part of the ocean itself.
In our culture, the land is our mother. The land gives us everything since our birth until our last breath. And so we like to treat her like our mom.
That afternoon, after one of the most beautiful mornings of our lives, we followed Temoana and his friends deep into the island, to a waterfall, hidden between cliffs and lush jungle.
We're gonna try some wild peppers.
It's not a good idea.
Okay, we don't mess with yours.
Oh.
Do we swallow it? Do you swallow it?
I already did. It's good for your blood circulation.
Oh, it's good for the blood. Oh.
Eat it.
It's so spicy. We should have poured water.
Me and I.
I'm on fire.
Like, more colorful, the more gnarly. Mine was a rainbow.
The boys climbed trees like wild monkeys. The girls made hair masks using fresh fruit and oils. That day was pure, no distractions, no rush, just life, exactly how it was meant to be lived. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, we lit up the fire. We gathered around a campfire, surrounded by the people who had welcomed us into their world. It felt like we were part of something timeless, a moment of pure connection to the fire, the music, and each other. We wore flower crowns from scratch, an ancient tradition, as if trying to hold onto a piece of this place forever. While we were watching, a local ceremony, I felt something shift inside me. I've never been to a place that feels so deeply connected to its roots and to nature, as French Polynesia is. Here, tradition isn't just remembered, it's lived, breathed, and woven into every moment. A reminder of how much we've lost touch and how much there is to relearn. In that moment, surrounded by the rhythm of the island, I almost felt reborn, overflowing with love for this planet, for its people, for the way nature was always meant to be honored.
I think one of the first lessons you learn with nature is to share. Sharing. Because nature gives, and just one tree gives so much that you share with your neighbors, you share with strangers, you always share. So sharing is the first thing we learn thanks to nature. So this is for you. You see, just this simple basic thing, sharing, it changes the whole perception of life, changes the contact with everything. What's the biggest lesson I've learned from this island? Bro, it's our fact, bro. Stay in love, bro. Stay in love, yeah. My power comes from love. The island, that's what it teaches us from our first birth to the last birth. That's how it gives to us. It's just love, giving us love. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Bro, the sunset, the birds, the fish, it's all over. And it's so cool to have people to share it with. Especially people from outside. You just want to say, bro, come, let me show you. Let's go get some fish, some coconuts. Let's go see the whales. Gifts everywhere, gifts. And then you just want to give back. Yeah, it's giving you so much. You just want to give back. You love your land like your mother, eh? Yeah.
And then, on our very last night, we found ourselves at another bonfire. But this time, it wasn't planned. It wasn't a performance. A group of locals invited us. We sat together in the glow of the flames, playing, dancing, singing. No barriers, no differences. Just people, connected by something deeper than words. And maybe that's what Moorea is really about. Not just the beauty, not just the adventure, but the way it strips everything back to what truly matters. That we are one, with each other, with nature, with the world we so often forget to look at. That the purest joys aren't found in things, but in moments. And that maybe, just maybe, the key to happiness isn't in growing up, but in remembering how to be a kid again.